Like, Puff Daddy is the king of deception.
Yeah.
You know, Puff is pretty persistent.
Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog too. And congratulations, Young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did.
Diddy's catching a lot of heat lately, and celebs don't miss the chance to air his dirty linen. His secrets are floating around the entire industry, starting with his inappropriate treatment of women, and ending with other crimes he had committed over almost 3 decades of being in the spotlight. But even with the backlash coming from everywhere, it still seems like the music mogul doesn't care about every single thing, and he continues living his lavish life, giving interviews and partying.
The champagne, this. Boy, the joke's on us.
Yeah.
He been doing this for real.
Yeah.
Well, not for longer. It seems like 2 mightiest whistleblowers in Hollywood, Jaguar Wright and Ye, decided to collaborate and expose his shady deals for real this time. For like the past 2 or 3 decades, there have always been talk that Diddy is one shady dude who covers his hideous crimes by giving away hush money and changing his name over and over again. Some smart people have noticed that a new name pops up right after his hideous crimes. The first switch-up happened in 2001 after he dodged charges from a nightclub shootout, and it became his little tradition. As Diddy explained his recent change, I've been praying on this, and I know it's risky because it could come off corny to some people, but I've decided to change my name again. I'm just not who I was before. I'm something different. Well, looks like after Cassie's lawsuit drama, the things ain't looking so good for him again, and we are about to witness another rebirth of Diddy with a new name.
So there's been the Puff Daddy era, the P. Diddy era. Then I dropped the P, then it was the Diddy era.
This time, he may not be able to get away because there are a handful of celebs out there who know all his ugly business and seeing brother love and shaken, even being under the attack of the multiple lawsuits. As you know, the 4th came just a few days ago. It's time for them to team up and unite against the music mogul and his lies. Sources claim that Ye and Jaguar are planning something truly explosive, and they know why Diddy has never been to jail for his crimes. And many people can't wait to see the results of this cooperation because the number of tragic and sudden events somehow related to Diddy is beyond counting.
I think he's telling everybody exactly what they don't want to hear. He's doing the same thing I did 2 years ago. It's just he's Kanye West.
Jaguar Wright has been trying to bring the attention to this for years. She's been connecting Diddy involvement into some serious and mysterious demises, like the passing of everyone who was ever related to Uptown Records, the label that Diddy was first working with before founding his Bad Boy Records company, apparently after being fired with shame. The future hip-hop giant swore to take revenge on everyone who had betrayed him and teach them a lesson instead. And if we start to believe these stories, this is exactly what had happened to Heave D, Andre Harrell, Kim Porter, and L.B. Sure.
At Uptown Records from the very beginning. So go on. Just him.
For years, no one has found enough courage to speak against Diddy because of his influence and power. However, now that the police is basically watching his every step 24/7, waiting for this guy to make another mistake, it feels like many celebs feel at ease and start to believe that they are safe from his ever-reaching claws. The list of current victims can go on forever, and here are just a few names Jaguar reveals. Andre Harrell, the founder of Uptown Records, passed away at 59. Or Heavy D, another legendary rapper who passed away at 44, allegedly because of blood clot. As Jaguar Wright said, these are people who worked at some point with Diddy, and surprisingly enough, he is the only person who hasn't experienced anything sinister.
Andre was writing a book right before he died.
At this point, there should be an extensive investigation concerning all these demises, as there's a high chance that Diddy played a huge role in eliminating everyone who stood in his way. However, it looks like he dissatisfied some of his shady bosses, and now it's his turn to pay the horrible price. As one person commented, "Whenever you sell your soul for fame and fortune, it always crumbles." And another user added, "Sean Combs has been feeling untouchable since he changed his name to Diddy thinking he can get away with everything. Think about it, he's hiding in plain sight." And this is true, guys. While there have been so many tragedies surrounding him, this man seems to have never been shaken by any backlash or accusation. And every time when asked about numerous theories concerning his relations to crimes, did he give the most evasive answers?
We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother.
But it feels like the entire music industry doesn't want this list of victims to expand, and celebs are ratting out Diddy in their interviews and sharing the details of his violent crimes. Fans are anticipating a great show, and when the infamous producer finally gets to taste the justice, it's going to be a lesson for all gatekeepers. Diddy has a lot to answer for, including the demise of sweet Kim Porter, his ex-girlfriend, who allegedly passed away in her sleep. The medical report stated that the 47-year-old woman's manner of demise was certified as natural. Well, if it's true, it might have been quite a convenient moment for Diddy because just 1 month prior to her demise, Kim traveled in Africa in full health and came back without any complaints. As the report stated, she did not have any health complaints at the time she returned from her trip. And Jaguar was bringing the attention, saying that just like Diddy continued making money on Biggie's name after his demise,
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive.
He also profited from Kim's tragic passing away when he listed her house for sale for insane $7.1 million. But if you don't know who these mysterious cases could all have been overlooked by the police, well, it seems like he has the answer. Apparently, Diddy has close ties with the feds, and this is why he managed to get away with everything horrible he had been doing for decades. I mean, that's pretty heavy allegations, but wait till you hear from Ye. He has been silenced for years, and now, since the music mogul lost his patronage from the powerful figures amid lawsuits, it's time to expose his ugly side.
That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my coattail.
West and Diddy's friendship took an interesting turn in 2022 when the two had a heated exchange over Ye's White Lives Matter t-shirt controversy. The rapper took to his Instagram with a series of posts showing fans the conversation he was having with Diddy and made it loud and clear he knows how he hurt people. He knows how he's hurt people. He then asked Puff to confront him, writing, "Come do something illegal to me. Now, please." In addition, West labeled Diddy the Fed, implying that his crimes go unnoticed because of his connections to the powerful figures. Apparently, seeing his biggest secret being exposed, Diddy decided not to mess with the rapper and quickly replied that he didn't want any trouble. Let's stop playing these internet games. And don't feel endangered. You'll be fine. Just love. Now, it only proved West's suspicions about Diddy's shady connections to authorities. But it looks like, amid the new drama, his bosses are not so eager to cover for him.
You know, back then it was so many rules to hip-hop, and he broke all of them and broke down all the doors.
It all looks very bad for Diddy, and with more celebs uniting against him, his downfall looks inevitable. The past month have been nothing more than a storm of shocking accusations, which get him kicked out from Revolt TV, his own network. It's not just Revolt, but all the companies that have been kissing Diddy's foot are now cutting ties, and more truth can only speed up the process of the music mogul's epic fall. It's been largely discussed that Diddy might be facing financial ruin because the shadows of his past have finally caught up with him.
Here's the thing, and here's why this is very dangerous and why I believe he is in danger of losing things that he owns, right?
Diddy's fall from grace has been massive, and while he could remain unshaken for more than a month of never-ending accusations, it looks like everyone in the music industry can't wait to see him destroyed. 50 Cent chimed in and offered a generous deal to buy Diddy's company Revolt TV for pennies on a dollar. Looks like Diddy is in serious trouble because 50 Cent is not joking. The disgraced music mogul may want to consider this proposition to save the shreds of his integrity and whatever is left in his pocket. People are already whispering that he lost 1/5 of his Fortune 20 trying to settle the lawsuits against him.
He's in jail or not, I have to carry that trauma. I might as well carry it $30 million or more richer. So shouts out to Cassie.
Things have been dire for Diddy, and they're only getting worse with more exposure coming his way. While he is cornered, fans cannot be more happier seeing his suffering. As one person commented, Ye called him an effing fed, saying he did a deal. It went to his head. Crazy people just change face and name. Ultimately, you end up owing your handler. And another user added, Puffy deserves everything he has coming to him. He's thrown many people under the bus. It's time he feels it. Whether we see Diddy's epic downfall or not, one thing is certain. He is going to get away so easily this time, especially with so many people coming forward. But what do you think about this drama? Will Diddy finally break under the pressure of such a huge wave of exposure? Let me know what you're thinking, and don't forget to check my other videos.